report that gathered responses from about 3,000 business leaders. However, another 63% of companies claimed they will engage a candidate with transferable abilities like teamwork, time management, or leadership and train them in the technical facets of the position. The top 3 skills that employers will be seeking in 2022 are as follows. Dependability. A company's greatest asset is a reliable workforce. Employers place a high value on dependability in their teams. Therefore, it is frequently a crucial ability recruiters seek for job candidates, especially since many businesses continue to undertake remote or hybrid work. The pandemic has made it even more important for us to be excellent communicators, ensure that nothing gets lost in translation because we are working in multiple locations, and demonstrate empathy at this trying time. Along with listing this ability on your CV and LinkedIn page, you should show off your communication abilities in a real-world setting, either in your cover letter or an interview with concrete examples. Assisting with presentations, giving comments, and asking comprehensive questions during meetings are all examples of effective communication. When a hiring agent queries you, how did you handle a circumstance that didn't go your way? You might mention that you gave your colleagues an update in real time via email or Slack, and then offer comment for how we could enhance our response moving forward. Problem solving. Due to the pandemic, we have all had to learn to adapt and be tenacious in the face of adversity. In the workplace where communication and collaboration can seem disjointed, problem-solving abilities have become crucial. Employers want candidates that can think on their feet and are at ease coming up with original solutions to problems.
Do you want the most up-to-date fashion advice or an in-depth look at the world of fashion? On IBrandTV, brands and fashion is tailored to fulfill all of your fashion needs. From the thrilling trend segment, which keeps you current on the changing faces of fashion, to the brand spotlight, which educates you on the fashion business, there is something for everyone. And there is always the ever-fun glitch portion to keep you wanting more. Catch the thrill, the glitz and the glamour on brands and fashion. It's something you definitely do not want to miss.
The ride just started. Trust me, we have more of interesting rides for you.
It's all happening here on Star Times Channel 143.
With over 200 million people, Africa's largest economy has a story to tell. It's the story of an economy that has the ability to develop from a single-digit to double-digit GDP growth rate. In the last 5 years, over 41.5 million micro, small and medium-sized firms, as well as about 17.4 million registered SMEs, have accounted for nearly 48% of the national GDP. This is the narrative of Nigeria's economy, which is bursting at the seams with possibilities, from the stock market to maritime, agriculture to telecommunications, power, ICT, and oil and gas, among other areas of the economy. No one does it better than us on IBrandTV.
Hello and welcome. This is Business Breakfast, coming to you live from our studio here in Lagos.
Business Breakfast, showing on weekdays at this time.
There are many different career options available today. The importance and sophistication of some of these are deemed to be greater than others. Careers in science, technology, and the financial services industry are highly valued in the society in which we currently live. The world is changing, though more individuals are becoming aware of the countless opportunities and financial security that various alternative professions provide. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that social media influencer marketing and digital marketing have gained popularity globally. However, there are many jobs that are unconventional and have a strong chance of success. Here are 4 notorious jobs that pay well. Thrift industry. It can be profitable to run a thrift store. The thrift industry deals in the purchase and sale of reasonably used goods from other nations, particularly from the UK, China, and Korea. Among many other things, these products include children's toys, numerous home appliances, and clothing for both men and women. Thrift-style firms generate 17 billion. Cattle ranching is a taboo subject in this region of the world. Many think that only men from the Hausa and Fulani tribes should be involved in it. It is untrue what they say. The same person who decides to become a doctor can also be a cow farmer. Cattle farming is quite profitable despite being rather expensive to start. Due to the massive amount of beef that Nigerians consume daily, the firm cannot suffer losses. To make cow's milk for human consumption, the cows can also be milked. Your own milk creations can be made and sold. Additionally, cow excrement can be bought and sold as plant fertilizer. Waste collection. Although this company picks up trash, the revenues it generates are far from trash. Many individuals hesitate to start this business because of all the trash packaging you would have to perform. Nobody knows if it's a business that can make you millions. Company for plastic recycling. This recycling firm is involved in the collection of plastic waste materials like nylons and plastic soft drink bottles, processing the garbage and creating a usable product out of it. Due to the availability of the materials required for this enterprise in Nigeria's environment, it is quite profitable. Nigerian producers invest almost half of their output back into the economy.
Good day to you wherever you're watching us from.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's a beautiful morning.
When the day breaks on IBrandTV, we serve you with informative talks on politics,
It is all politics.
economy,
I am not a supporter of this government.
sports,
Firpo for Rodrigo.
entertainment, health, relationships,
What makes you think I want to get married?
and lifestyle. Every weekday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join us as we spice up your day on IBrand Daybreak on Star Times Channel 143.
Health is a condition of total mental and physical well-being. On Fit and Well, we bring you discussions and stories.
Why do people decide not to choose healthy lifestyle?
Choice.
Benefit of aerobics helps in weight loss. It's important to stay fit and healthy always.
Right here, make sure you get down to working out.
To help you live a healthy lifestyle, catch us on Star Times Channel 143. How parental neglect and lack of counseling contribute to moral decay in society. Since our society has seen a significant decline in its moral, social, and educational ideals, particularly amongst students, it is depressing to learn that today's kids are morally bankrupt. Because schools do not seem to understand the difference between what is morally acceptable and evil, the topic of moral decadence in schools has grown quite contentious. Because schools do not seem to understand the difference between what is morally acceptable and evil, the topic of moral decadence in schools has grown quite contentious. The act of acting in a way that displays a lack of morality is known as moral degeneration. According to studies, as social media has grown over time, several videos of kids engaged in unethical behavior have been posted online for modernity. It should be noted that unskilled and manners deficient people, children, by trying to toss the baby out with a severe treatment, parents and educators chose mercy. As a result, society is plunged into a debauched nightmare, with the schools serving as the initial proving ground. It is challenging for the school to step in where parents fall short. As a result, parents must assume complete accountability and stop delegating it to teachers. However, we can combat moral decay by integrating character-based education into our school curricula and teaching our kids virtues that will replace the reckless behavior they observe in their peers and on social media. Since the family is the first place a child interacts with others, we do not need to deny that the family is the primary agent of socialization. Some families have done it incorrectly by exposing their kids to negative morals, such as inappropriate clothing, foul language, and sexual behaviors performed in front of them. Because of this, students frequently carried what they had learned from their first socializer with them to school. Unfortunately, there are no child mentorship professionals in the majority of schools these days. Thus, the teacher must perform the duties of a counselor. The proper orientation of students as to why moral uprightness is necessary. The idea that teachers should always serve as positive role models, and the focus on children whose family issues are negatively affecting their physical and emotional well-being are all ways to combat moral decadence in schools. You will observe people changing for the better, and for the better if you stretch your hands of love to them.
Since the young and energetic are the foundation and change agent for a progressive and dynamic society, the era in which a nation was guided by weak hands is rapidly passing into history. In Nigeria, there is a great need and desire for a well-structured economy devoid of insecurity, poverty, unemployment, and insufficient electricity generation. However, research reveals that just 45% of Nigeria's population is wired into the national energy system, and power supply issues occur about 85% of the time overall and nearly never in some areas. Participating in the national election is, more than anything else, your civic duty as a qualified voter. Our kids may desire a better country, but electing someone to lead that country is quite different. The Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, which serves as the governing body for all Nigeria's political parties, declared that it would combat voter indifference by launching a widespread grassroots campaign of voter sensitization and education. Since widespread ignorance is a serious problem, this is crucial. The numbers we have and our capacity to make wise judgments, especially among young people, also impact the outcome of the elections. People are readily influenced by what they perceive, living only in the now and oblivious to the past and the future. In order to assess these candidates' contributions to the expansion of our economy, young people need to look at their previous and present management styles. As we watch their declaration speeches, all we hear are promises and misinformation. When we consider how far Nigeria has progressed, we can claim that most of the promises that led us to elect our previous leaders haven't been kept. Curiously, the Nigerian government has been addressing issues like corruption, a subpar educational system, and rising insecurity. According to studies, Nigeria's unemployment rate is predicted to hit 33% in 2022, which is a major problem for the economy, given how difficult things have become with rising prices every day. However, since the end of military administration in 1999, there have only been 7 quadrennial elections. Obtaining a permanent voter's card is the first step in choosing the ideal candidate for Nigerian youth, PVC. A mechanism that will advance the nation must be established. We are young Nigerians, and the fate of the country rests in our capable hands. Make sure our votes are counted. Young people need to understand that hasty decisions can have long-term effects. Given that the politicians in question have a history, voting with our conscience is an attitude that must be taken into account if we want to create a better future. Such measures must start now before they are unquestionably unattainable.
Stories is awesome.
I don't want anything to happen to them. I need justice.
Since God doesn't want to heal me, can you just, take me because I can't do this anymore?
Having the opportunity to watch this storyteller open up, tell their stories and have them recorded is even more fulfilling.
Love I once found is gone. He got tired and got frustrated of the hearing issues, and he walked away after making me a mother.
On Spotlight, we tell and document stories that involve the human existence as we dig deep into these stories, bringing to the full glare of the world the happenings in our society. My name is Margaret Opera, and this is Spotlight.
Despite encouraging a thrifty society and highlighting the importance of investment as an act that oiled the wheel of a dynamic economy, economists will argue that savings are a leakage to the economy. Investing is essential for expanding your money and keeping up with inflation in Nigeria. Over time, inflation erodes the purchasing power of cash. As a result, if you do not invest in a worthwhile instrument, the value of your monthly stockbroker is a broker-dealer that is a member of the Nigerian Stock Exchange and is registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Easy access, affordability, since some firms need a minimum deposit to create an account, ethics and reputation, and their standing with the Securities and Exchange Commission are all significant elements to consider when selecting a stockbroker. You become an investor the instant you decide to trade on the Nigerian exchange. As a result, you will require an investor's account. Investor accounts are linked to their names and are unique to them. It's usually opened in conjunction with a central security clearing system account. A stock trading firm or broker opens your online options for you. You can trade equities or any other investment product online by using an online broker. When your broker wishes to buy shares for you, he does it through your investor's account. You can also use the account to purchase bonds. Your trading cash requirements will be proportionate to the level of risk you want to take or the volume of trades you want to make. Knowledge, according to financial gurus, is more valuable than everything else. It's crucial to stay on top of the current trends and keep your industry knowledge up to date. You should be able to detect possibilities and forecast trends. The news is on sale and the rumors are for purchase. This statement is quite common among investors. To best put it, don't trade based on emotion. Investing in the Nigerian equities market isn't a precise science. You should continue to study the market and trade as much as possible if you want to improve your trading abilities. Long-term success is contingent on the development of analytical abilities. An entrepreneur is someone who searches for opportunities even where there seems to be any and reaches out to meet the market's demand by using resources and putting them to best use for the benefit of society. To make such strides, a person must have entrepreneurial skills which involve high levels of intelligence and analytical prowess to enable him or her to recognize the demands of his or her immediate surroundings. It is also crucial to acknowledge right away that there isn't a magic pill that will make you an overnight millionaire and a successful business person. However, for those willing to put in the necessary effort to succeed, there is a nearly formula combination of entrepreneurial talents that can help distinguish successful businessmen and women from the competition. The ability to take a beating and bounce back are essential traits to have if you want to be a successful business person. No matter how many setbacks and rejections successful entrepreneurs experience, they are always willing to pick themselves up and find a new way to the top. To take a business idea from the realms of the mind and turn it into a successful enterprise, this level of persistence is necessary.
for we country. Now different matter na in the shele and our job to take the update to now.
Man go give you more than 50,000. She no get me. No, you gotta open your mouth. They talk like person wey get belle.